Like, people are on those objectives right away. Look at those crits. Look at them. 951. These are just auto attacks, guys. I'm not using my abilities or anything. This is just Garchomp's raw damage. Like right now, I could probably go kill Charizard, no problem. But you see what spawned over here, and no one else is here. Wiggly may come down and try to fight me, which is fine. Or she may try to steal it, which is also okay. But, like, the amount of damage that I deal right now is crazy. Look at these crits. Like, what are they going to do? Before we hop into game, I want to go ahead and show you guys that we did achieve Masters ranking. Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back to another Pokemon Unite video. Just want to go ahead and show you guys, you know, the new build, item build that I've been running on my Garchomp. This has helped me get to Masters. This has carried me through Great, Expert, and Partial Veteran. The items I've been running on my Garchomp right now have been Scope Lens. I've been using Muscle Band and Rocky Helmet. So your Scope Lens will play off of your passive ability, the same way with Muscle Band will play off your passive ability, and the same thing as Rocky Helmet. So if you don't know, Garchomp's passive ability is called Rough Skin. And what that does is when a Pokemon hits you, you return a little bit of damage back to them. Think Thornmail from League of Legends, that's kind of similar to your passive. Rocky Helmet also does the same exact thing. So essentially you're stacking damage back to your opponent while giving yourself a little bit of tankiness from Rocky Helmet. Then we have your Focus Band. What that is essentially going to do for you is Garchomp's passive ability scales the more he auto attacks something. So the more he auto attacks something, the faster his auto attacks will be. And with Focus Band, you will deal a % of added damage depending on how much missing HP your opponent has. Scope Lens is, you know, hey, that's self-explanatory. Come on now. It adds critical hit and crit damage. And the way you attack as fast as you do, you'll be critting a lot, I assure you. Now, we did call Jungle this game, so it looks like we do actually get to go Jungle. I'm kind of surprised. Thought Absol was going to come here and try to ruin it for us, which some people also do, going to great, you know, veteran and expert rankings. Now, I will assure you that it doesn't change once you hit Ultra and Masters sometimes. Sometimes you'll actually call Jungle, or sometimes, you know, you'll call Jungle first, another person doesn't see you call Jungle, and they'll call Jungle. So you got two options, right? You either let them do it, or you try to force your way in, try to get Jungle. And then what ends up happening when you inside that game? You're both jungling. And then he's pinging you, or you're trying to ping him, and, you know, you both don't have a good time. It's gonna happen to you. So don't get discouraged, don't get don't get frustrated. It's gonna happen to you regardless, alright? I advise you to start playing Garchomp first in the jungle, opposed to being in the lane. Because in lane you get bullied, okay? I would tell you straight up, you will get bullied in lane as Gibble until you hit Gabite and get your first movement ability, which would be Dragon Rush. Alright, you guys will get bodied in lane. As you can see down here, they're having a hard time versus Absol and stuff down here. And he's also about to have a hard time. I see Zahora coming down over here behind me. He can't really do anything to me because I have full stacks. I don't know why he just jumped in like that. That was very silly. You do so much damage, guys, when you guys have full stacks. Like, so much damage. So right now here, we're going to go ahead and take this cap here. And we're going to kill this Frogadier. Because he can't do anything about it. We'll push him off the lane here. We have all these people coming back down. Again, I have full stacks right now. So you got to keep in mind how much damage you can actually deal with full stacks. Like, look at the damage, guys. I'm trying to tell you. I'm going to die here. That's fine. I did overstay my welcome at the very end. No big deal. But when you're running that Scope Lens and you have just a little bit of added tankiness, you can see how much damage that you can actually deal with Garchomp. Or, you know. But keep in mind, you don't have very much mobility, okay? So instead of trying to just always chase targets down, don't worry about it half the time, okay? Really, don't worry about it. If you know you can kill them, and that's it. Don't be afraid to waste your ultimate use it, kill them, get out, go back to farming. Because what you want to do is you want to hit Garchomp level 10 as quickly as you possibly can in this scale. So you want to try to stay on top of your farm as much as you guys can. Stay on top of your jungle buffs. And pay attention to the timers, which would be your Dreadnought and your Rotom. You want to focus more so on your Rotom than your Dreadnought, because your Dreadnought gives you added experience. So if you're ahead in that game, for example, and you get Dreadnought, you will stay ahead, because it gives your whole team EXP, whereas Rotom does not. Down here we're going to come down. We generally shouldn't, but we know we can get a kill and secure it and move on. So now he's just going to leave. I'm going to come down here and start this, because he can't stop 1v3. So this is essentially secured. This will hit me almost to level 10 and give our whole team EXP. He's level 7. Both our bot laners are level 8, and they're pushing a fight right now, where generally I could be there, but it's better to stay ahead on farm. That is where your priority needs to be when you're playing Garchomp. You're not really doing anything else until you get level 10, essentially. You got your jungle buffs respawning, which they respawn very, very frequently. I will link down the timers in the description so you guys know what to be doing at every given point. Looks like bot lane is having a little hard time down there, which I probably should go down, but they'll score before I get there. And this is something you see often. You'll see people taking your jungle buffs for no reason. Like, that's gonna trigger you. But again, don't get discouraged. Just keep going about your business, guys. Do the best that you can do, because it's gonna happen more than you want it to. So again, you have ultimate. You can go ahead and dive this. No one's gonna be able to take you down in that sense. You're level 10. They were what, 7? They can't kill you. So now you're level 11. So look at the scoreboard here. The highest team, the highest enemy is level 9. You're level 11, and what have you been doing? Farming your camps and getting them objectives. Look how much crit I'm doing, by the way. Just with my passive stacked up in scope lens. Garchomp can solo every single objective, by the way. As soon as Zapdos spawns, if you're the highest level in that game currently, you can solo Zapdos, no problem. Now that becomes very hard to do inside the Ultra and Masters rank. I promise you, it comes a lot harder, because in those rankings, you have to be very, very good at what you're doing when you're playing Garchomp, because everybody will want to fight on objectives when they spawn at every given point in the game. So this is why you need to know when the objectives are up. You need to know your power spikes and when to go for them and when not to go for them. When you're too weak. Like right now, look what just spawned, right? Dreadnought. Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take Dreadnought. Why? Because I have a healer down here and an Absol. I almost have my ulti up ready. And once I have full stacks, you have to go in on me or die, essentially, if you're trying to fight me. In other words, you have to go all out. Otherwise, I'm gonna kill you. Look, they're gonna find out. He's level 7 for some reason, because we put him so far behind. I'm gonna kill them both here, no problem. The amount of damage I deal right now is pretty nuts. He's gonna find this out as well, because I still have full stacks, right? Look at the crits. Look at the crits. 692. You can argue again I'm higher level than him, correct? But you know why I'm higher level? What have I been doing? Farming, right? Pushing these objectives. No one can fight me one-on-one right now. Nobody. Good job, Absol. So now what we're gonna go do? Top lane is winning, right? We killed 2 people. That means 3 people are bot lane currently. So they get the free score up top. So we don't even have to worry about it right now. We just go about our business. Zapdos is getting ready to spawn here in a couple seconds. And so is Rotom. So where are we going right now? Grabbing Rotom. If you guys have played Overwatch, what Rotom essentially is he is a moving payload, right? And that payload will move to the set objective point. Once he reaches that point without being contested, you can automatically free cap on that point. You can free turn in points. which obviously you got to turn in points to win the game, right? That's just what Rotom is for. Now he is essentially, he's an objective. Once you acquire Rotom, everybody has to go kill it, right? Otherwise, what happens? You can score instantly for free. I feel bad for him sometimes, this guy right here, because he does a lot of damage, don't get me wrong, Zahora. And he will be able to solo you on most of the time. But, not when he's 2 levels lower than you. We have a huge lead. So right now, essentially, we don't even have to do anything. We can go back to base, we can hang out, we can chill.
What a goal!
All we have to do is play defense. Why? Because we're winning right now. But, let's treat this like a Masters game, right? Let's say this is a Masters game right now. What is the enemy team going to go do? They're going to go for Zapdos. So what are you going to do? You're going to go for Zapdos too. That's where the enemy team's going to be. In a second here. Or not. Because he went top. So you're going to be that guy. As fed as you are as Garchomp. She doesn't even need to be here. I can solo this, no problem, by myself. That's just how much damage that you deal right now as Garchomp. And by the way, you have Dragon Claw and Dragon Rush always. Dragon Rush increases your attack speed. Whereas these guys went AFK, so that's no big deal. They're just like, I give up. Yeah, that's fine.
What a goal!
So Dragon Claw increases your attack speed. Dragon Rush gives you a little bit of mobility, which you definitely need because you very much lack mobility.
What a goal!
It's going to keep them away from the spawn. And this game's over. We're level 15. First level 15 in the entire game. Highest enemy team is level 13. We put their Gabite so far behind, doesn't even want to play anymore. Which, trust me, even in Masters and Ultra, that does happen. Not just as Garchomp, but as any other Pokemon. If you put someone behind in those rankings, they necessarily don't want to play anymore. I mean, you'll see it too. They'll play the game, but they'll just go AFK farm, essentially. And you don't want that. Of course, you do when you're winning, you know what I mean? Other than that, no.
What a goal!
But this Pokemon is so much fun. He's very much a fan favorite.
5,
but you don't see him very often.
3,
and once you get to Masters and Ultra, you'll see why. Just because he lacks mobility. But other than that, he's a lot of fun to play. He will carry you through all the way up to Veteran. And if not, a little bit higher if you guys are getting real good with him. But hey man, this has been Pawseplays. Hopefully you guys have learned a thing or two by watching Garchomp and seeing, what you should be doing at every given point of the match. Don't get me wrong, every match is going to be different, but it gives you that mindset and that idea, what should I do? I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Leave a like, a subscribe, roast me in the comments, whatever you feel fit. I appreciate you guys for watching, man. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. I'll be streaming tomorrow as well. I'll catch you guys later. You have a good day. I'm out.